you guys. Welcome back to Ashley's Homestead Adventures. We are headed out to go do morning chores. We're gonna stop by the garden and also stop by the chicken coop this morning, the garden chicken coop, because I have a pile of greens that I accumulated last night when harvesting for dinner to go ahead and feed the garden coop. Oh, gonna have to take a picture of that. Look at that. Can you see the droplets of water around the edges, those cabbages? Oh my goodness. Oh, and the red rat's tail are flowering. So this is my scrap bucket from inside the house. I'm just gonna drop those in there. Check out if we have any new significant damage this morning. Well, I don't see anything new. This is old. This is the damage that the critter that I'm looking for has created. And I have treated with DE and I cannot find the critter, can't find poop, I can't find eggs, just defoliation. And sometimes it's like, just like this, which I don't mind having holes in the leaves of my plants. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's part of organic gardening. But what I don't like is complete defoliation. So I'm perfectly fine with living cohesively with the ecosystem until you eat my entire cauliflower. Then I'm mad. I'm gonna start harvesting some of these onions so that the things that are supposed to be growing on my trellis can actually grow. The beans, look at that. Beans are starting to grab hold. Just trying to keep them out of the onions. Walk this way, young babies. Okay, let's go say hi to the chickens. Yeah, see, we've got, this is a cabbage they've done it with. Chinese cabbage. And here, I mean, there's still a lot of good looking food in my garden, but this is not acceptable. I don't mind sharing. Hey, get out of my garden. Thank you. Oh, no wonder you were hiding up there. Let's go say good morning to the garden coop. Good morning, ladies. Good morning. Hazy hops. No, sir. Good morning. I have something for you. None too excited, I see. So cute when they're young. What is that? Alright, anywho, I'll be back with your food. Alright, on to the rest of the chores. We have a bit of a, well, my day, I get to work today. I have a full day of work today, which is awesome sauce. Okay. Barn is empty, short of a few cats. Miss Daisy got her ears treated today, and Miss Lily's snoozing. Velvet's appetite still isn't 100% there. This stall is coming right along. This is the old sheep stall. The sheep stall before I put them up front for lambing in the cattle panels. But this project is coming along nicely. It's almost complete. Calves and Ram are munching on their breakfast. They've been fly sprayed. Miss Billie Jean has a diagnosis, and the diagnosis is not wonderful. She has something called BSP, which is bovine sporadic paresis. It is a hereditary thing, neuromuscular disease, and she's actually getting around on it pretty dang good today. I really think the chiropractor helped, just to adjust the spine that had gone out from the muscle spasms. And I mean, long story short, it's kind of like a straight leg, she has muscle spasms in her quadricep, and it causes straight leg. It is not fixable. There is a surgery that can be performed that is usually opted out of because these are beef cattle. So and the only time that they ever opt in is if it's like, a dairy cow or something like that, that the production of milk is important, which, to each his own. Miss Billie Jean was going to be a permanent fixture on our farm. She was going to be our breeder cow for our beef steers, but or to produce beef on our farm, a sustainable source, if you will. But she is now not applicable for, she's not usable for that, at least not morally in our mind. And basically what we were told to do, she's not in any pain, and it is it's like a minor discomfort, and it will potentially get worse the heavier that she gets, and basically she will just need to be butchered earlier than normal. She may not grow completely out. And so when the time comes that she's not comfortable and happy, we will go ahead and butcher her and put her in the freezer. So be still my heart. I am having to detach from her a little bit because I had in my heart and my mind that she was what we call a lifer here, and she's not able to be a lifer anymore. So we're going to love her and treat her good, and then she will go to freezer camp. All of my morning chores are done. Miss Velvet is out and she's grazing. I did not put any of her clothes on today, and I've got her swat laying out there just in case she gets really bothered by the bugs, but she walked away from me this morning. She didn't want her clothes on, so I said, okay, fine. You know, we're just kind of doing whatever she wants right now. I did give her some immediate response, which is a really good gut probiotic paste, and she is pooping and peeing and eating and acting normal, other than I do notice that her barrel is tense. But if I might say, she looks really, really good. I think I finally have caught up with her weight, and for a 26-year-old mare, I think she looks pretty dang fine. So she's just going through, and she may just be grazing enough grass out here during the day that she doesn't want to eat her grain. So I'll keep an eye on her through the window of the groom shop all day today. Still nothing from Reeses. She's like the chick that never showed. We're just waiting on her. And hi, Mama. Getting a belly full of grass. We moved the net again today for nice fresh grass for the girls. And the babies are crashed out. They've been up bouncing around all day, and they're crashed out. Hey, sweet girl. Hey, what doing? Sleeping? Sleeping? Walk around here. Hey, I'm taking our morning nap. Coming out to the pasture is, I mean, it's not far, but for those little tiny legs, and you know, all of the jumping around and running back and forth that they do on the way out here, and then they get out here and it's a whole new pen, and so they bounce around and discover all the spots in this pen, and then they crash out. So chicken tractors move, chickens, all the morning chores are done. So I just wanted to show you guys all the kids, give you an update on Billie Jean. I need to go to work, so rain gauge check. Not very much, about an eighth. I'm gonna say an eighth of an inch. 16th of an inch yesterday. Not a ton, but it was a pretty good saturation. wow, what a great day at work. So rewarding and fulfilling to have a full day of dogs. That was an 8-hour day of dogs. To be able to touch that many paws and make a difference in the health and the care and the love of those dogs and be a part of their family is so cool. So, and lots of really big transformations today, don't you think? Filled up my heart and made me really happy. And now I am going out, it's the evening, and I'm gonna go out and check on Reeses and the babies. It's cooler, and I'm sitting here watching the babies. I gotta get out there so you guys can see this. Hold on. What is going on out here? Hi, Reeses. You're being very vocal tonight. Hey, Auntie. Hey, Auntie. What you doing, Auntie? Oh, my God. Babies are having a good time. They've been sleeping all day. I've been coming out and checking on Reeses in between dogs, and the babies have been passed out underneath the shade all day long, and so it's evening time and they get up and bebop around. Oh, Mama's on high alert. She's like, settle down, you guys, settle down. Hansel and Gretel are having a ball out here this evening. It was a cooler day today. We only got up to 77. And, but still, you know, hot. Less humid today also. And they just absolutely, this is why I like to get them out super early in the morning. And also why I like to leave them out. I leave them out until sunset. Because I want them, oh, don't touch that, that's hot. Because I want them to have as much time out here in the cool as they can get, so that they can graze, the mamas can graze, fill up their bellies as much as possible. Seriously, Oreo? Still a kid yourself, I see. That's one of her favorite things to do when she gets bored, is try to take down the shelter. You know, it's kind of janky as it is. It doesn't really need any help. Whoa, what's going on? Crazy, crazy town. Yeah, I'm letting the people watch the babies and I'm watching you. My mamas are a little bit, well, Vanilla is a little bit leaner than I'd like her to be. So I'm trying to beef her up on alfalfa pellets and, you know, letting them stay out as long as possible for grazing. That was where I was going with the whole grazing thing before I got so rudely interrupted by Oreo trying to take out the shelter. I shouldn't even call it a shelter. The shade. I'll call it the shade. It can barely pass as a shade. I mean, let's be real. It's a makeshift shade. Barely. Well, too cute. everything. And if I have any sheep people here that know sheep genetics, these are, there was 5 different kinds of wool meat breeds at the ranch that we got Reeses and Vanilla from, and Henry, which Henry was Oreo's daddy. So I believe that I'm dealing with some people call them Cheviot, some people call them Chavois. What? Already? Well, we're gonna take care of that tomorrow, little man. Hansel! Gravy! You are 4 days old! Oh my goodness. And Suffolk. And I believe that my girls are, you know, heavy on the Chavois. So, and their daddy, the baby's daddy, Hansel and Gretel's daddy, is King, who is a Dorper, a hair sheep. And I have researched it and researched it and researched it, and nothing makes sense to me. Why do I have black babies? If anybody knows, I mean, it's supposed to be a recessive gene that causes you to get black babies, and supposedly it's rare. Well, oh, don't touch that. It's gonna pop you. Oh my goodness. It can't possibly be that rare that I got 2 babies. I mean, rare would have made a little bit more sense if I had 1 white and 1 black. But I got 2 black. I guess it'll really be telltale when Reeses has hers. I don't understand why I got black. I expected black heads, because I know that the Dorper gene is really strong as far as their, you know, their black front of their body and their white back of their body. Their coloring genes are very strong. So I was expecting these babies to come out. Now you've done it. What are you gonna do now? Break my steak. I'm pretty sure I just heard it snap. Are you proud of yourself? You're gonna get all tangled up in that, and it's gonna be a flippin' nightmare. She's never gotten tangled up in it. She's done this several times. Oh, now she's gonna wee. Oh my god. Well, I'm gonna keep rolling the video because we're all interested to see how this turns out. Anyway, I expected... Oh. Alright. And it worked out. Off she goes and leaves a destroyed shelter. Thanks. Shade. So I don't know how I ended up with all black babies with just little white spots on their head. I mean, they're cute, and it'll also be interesting to see. They do seem quite hair sheep-like. They don't have the tight curls of a wool sheep. So I am excited about that. I'm excited that we are, you know, hopefully getting more of a hair sheep rather than a wool sheep. Just for growing our herd, or if we do decide to keep one to be a part of our herd. Oh my god, that bag on Reeses. Lord almighty. Anyway, I'm going to keep an eye on Reese's, and the babies seem to be done being dorks for the time being, so. Never a dull moment, you guys. Never a dull moment. But this will be the end of the exciting video for today. I am so blessed and thankful that you guys stop by here and visit with me. Some of you on a very regular basis, and others of you then you just pop in, and I appreciate all of you just the same. I hope you guys had a beautiful day, and I will catch you on the next one. Yours truly.